Hey guys, what's going on? Scott here at Furrier's channel, just coming at you with another video today, and we are doing another unboxing of an action figure. And today, as the description said, we are doing G.I. Joe Bradley Sanders Big Lob. Love these figures from the cartoon, from the movie G.I. Joe the movie from the 80s. Like I said before in other videos, what GI Joe I do get, it's pretty much a small little bit of the figures that I like from like the movie, the cartoon movie where Duke was supposed to die but didn't die. He got just stabbed in the chest. Probably should have been someone else besides Duke, but I don't know what their thought behind that was. Maybe they should have done that to Flint and killed him off because no one cares about Flint. Duke is the man, so we had to bring him back, and he just got a little poison from that shot from also Bentor. So, what Bradley here? It's been so long because I've watched the movie a few times, but I never finish it anymore. I usually go on Tubi and I'll just kind of play through. I think it's called The Rise of Bentor. They kind of broke it up between 4 episodes, but I figured what we would do here, since it's been so long since I've really seen the guy, we'll put our old readers on here and look to see what kind of information we have about Sanders here. Bradley Sanders is one more unusual member of the G.I. Joe team from the '87 animated film G.I. Joe the Movie. In the Sunbow cartoon community, he is memorable. He fights Cobra while wearing a basketball jersey and using sports commentary style dialogue. So I always loved him. I love basketball, so have basketball, cartoon, G.I. Joe, action figure. It all goes together real, real well for me. So his name, Bradley Sanders, code name Big Lob, birthplace was Chicago, Illinois, rank Corporal Specialist E4, branch U.S. Army Reserves, specialty infantry and grenadier. He has his grenade in the box. Secondary specialty, special services and public affairs. GI Joe team, GI Joe Rawhide's trainee team. I was pretty sure he was part of the new team that they were introducing in the movie. So a lot of the new guys that were coming in. Her origins and background: he was portrayed as a elite all-around athlete from childhood, excelling in several sports. He was also talented and reportedly had opportunities to go professional in sports. Instead, he chose to enlist in the Army Reserves to serve his country while staying close to his family in Chicago. His athletic ability translated perfectly into military training, exceptional arm strength and accuracy, specialized in throwing grenades, extreme precision. Uses a multi-shot grenade launcher for longer range attacks. Anything cool on here? G.I. Joe noticed his unique skills and recruited him into the Rawhide program, a group of rookies, trainees who all who would be called for special missions. Personality, intentionally written as a larger-than-life comedic character. His traits that stand out in the cartoon: talks about himself in third person, uses constant sports metaphors, narrates battles like a sports announcer, extremely confident and fearless. And let's see here. Role in the G.I. Joe movie. He first appears when the Joes are introduced to the Rawhides, a group of new recruits being trained by Beachhead. That's who it was that was trained. I couldn't remember. The team includes Jinx, Tunnel Rat, Chuckles, Law and Order, and Lieutenant Falcon. The Rawhides undergo a brutal obstacle course of training. They eventually become somewhat of the last active Joes fighting Cobra after many veterans are captured. Big Lob helps the team during the final assault on Cobra Law, contributing to the defeat of Serpentor and Cobra's forces. All right, let's see here. Character design. I don't know if we really need to go with that. The toy history. I wonder if it shows when he first came out. Even though he appeared in the 1987 movie, Hasbro even made a vintage toy of him in the 80s style line. He finally received figures decades later, so he didn't get a figure back then. Just leave it to them to do something stupid, not make a cool figure back in the day. I mean, don't get me wrong, there was a lot of cool figures, but it is what it is. But that's it on him in the box here. Of course, got to put my glasses on as usual. He shows he's got some cool shoes, his basketball, and his grenade launcher, some grenades, and an extra hand, and all that kind of good stuff. So 189 is the number on this one. We'll go ahead and get my knife out and pop him out of here. I definitely want to try to get some of those other Joes. I need to, who all was it that I still need? Where'd they go? Need Falcon, Law and Order, Chuckles. I need all of them. Jinx, do I have Jinx? No, that's Quick Kick. For some reason, I was thinking Quick Kick was on that team too. I guess I was wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of Jinx. So I don't know. My memory's not as good as it used to be. Nothing else good in there. And in our box here, he's a tall boy. I love it. I like this a lot. I think he looks really good. All right, let's pop him. We're going to go and pop him out of there and see how he looks. This bad boy's all pinless, double jointed, little stiff, nice. Got that shoulder business, kind of like with the McFarlane figures, with the kind of like the butterfly-ish with that plastic in there, as you can see. No complaint there. Mine's a little stiff on trying to go further back. I don't know if it can or not because it just kind of stops. Just, stiff right out of the package like most of them usually are most of the time. My feet on mine feel a little gummy, but not too bad. The legs aren't too skinny. Nice and thick on those. Seeing some of the other people that open it, I thought maybe he looked a little too skinny, but getting mine out of the box, he's actually pretty well built. Typical ab crunch, that older ab crunch that we get on a lot of these. No ball joint like on a lot of the Marvel Legends. I don't know if they're doing the ball joint at the abdomen at all. Just a twist at the waist, and then that ab crunch. I don't think Joe does any of the ball joint at that area there. So I don't know if is that really necessary. I don't know. I'm not going to complain too much. I guess maybe they'll switch to it eventually. I mean, they should since they're charging us more for it. But let's make a little room here real quick. All right, so we got a little more room here. One of these days, I have a plan. I'm going to move and have myself some more room. I plan on making a little studio area here soon. I just have to sell some stuff in the garage to make some room. I got a big table. I'm going to try to do it up where it's a little bit different. So here soon, I don't know when, we're going to be changing up some stuff here through the years of doing this, which has only been about 2 years. We've moved around a little bit. We've slowly been getting a little bit more able to do stuff in front of the camera, to open toys and look at them and do some other stuff. I did think we did one movie trailer review, which I did right here, but I'm hoping that we can do it in there and have a little more room, a little more light. Lighting's not too terribly bad right here, but hopefully in there it'll be a little better. I'm taking stuff out here, not even telling you. We got us a Rambo looking knife there. Looks really good. It's big. We got a machine gun that's, I think this is more like just a grenade launcher. It looks like a machine gun. Does this go on there? No. This is like a little mini grenade launcher, I think. I think that's what that is. Not grenade, but whatever. You know what I'm talking about. I think that's just a regular machine gun. I don't know guns that well, like names of them. I know I've got a 12 gauge, a 30-30, a 300. But if you just pulled out a gun and said, "Hey, here you go, what is that?" Like, I don't know, I guess. I know a shotgun pretty well. I couldn't look at a shotgun and tell you immediately if it was a 12 gauge or a 20 gauge or anything like that. But I'm just rambling on. But anyways, cool looking gun on that one. The plastic's pretty good. It's not that old bendy crap. And we got an extra hand here. Look, I actually got 2 extra hands. We got one that's got the ball in it, and the other one that's kind of a, let me shake your hand. That's my strong hand right there. That's my strong hand. I can't do his voice. I don't do voices very well. The only one I've ever tried to do, was able to kind of do, was Garth from Wayne's World, and that was whenever I was younger. I guess my voice was a little different. But now that I'm older, I can't really do anything, I don't think. I always wanted to try to do voices, but just don't have the patience to train my vocal cord. This grenade doesn't want to come out here. It's pissing me off. Okay, so we got everything out of there. We got our grenade, which is pretty cool. We're going to take a look at the body and see where we can hide all these goodies at. On his body there, he's got this his strap, which has got extra grenades, his radio up there, which doesn't come off, and I'm trying to figure out where everything goes. All right, so I can't breathe. Arms are stiff, so I'm having a hard time here. Got a little knife holder there. I love that. That's one thing about G.I. Joe is all the cool knife holders. All right, we got a gun holder for our Glock or 9mm or whatever it is. And then we have this little grenade launcher, little hand grenade launcher. I think it just slides right in the back, which is awesome. And then we got his gun, which I don't think it. Oh wait, no, it doesn't. It doesn't really have a spot, which is at the end of the world because I've got other guns put away too, so it's not the end of the world. It does have a spot for the extra grenade to go right there. I do believe that's where that goes. So he's got it all going on, man. I love it. Number 14 even says G.I. Joe right there, and then Sanders on the back. And any other places he can hold stuff? My glasses are so dirty right now. I don't know if they're helping me or hindering me. And his his tennis shoes, instead of having like a Converse or a Nike emblem, it just kind of has the G.I. Joe star emblem on there. And other than that, that's kind of it. We got everything on him, so there's not a whole lot left. I will say his neck, he's got the regular neck, the ball joint feels like, and then the neck is also a separate piece on there. So you get some of them, you got the neck, head, and they're all separate. Which even having them separate, it's not like he's really getting a whole lot of extra movement out of him. But I guess as big of a guy as he is, he's got a bigger neck, bigger body. I guess it wouldn't have looked as good if he would have been like, you know, just one piece with the neck and the head and everything on just a ball joint. So I think it's cool. Other than that, I was going to do one more thing and then we'll be done here. I'm going to put that basketball hand on there. Which hand is it? Slide that bad boy. Does his little wrist bracers come off? No, those are connected, I think. They're not coming off. And it's really, I mean, if it's on there, it's on there good. I'm not going to try to force it. But on my shelf with mine, he is going to have the ball in hand. And I don't know how. I think, oh man, I love this. This is so cool. I really do like this figure. I like the look of it. I like the fact that they gave us the ball too, and just the accessories and everything that can hang off of him. It would be nice if the gun could have a spot to kind of hang on, but it's not the end of the world on that. So this is definitely a pickup if you're a G.I. Joe fan for me. So what do you guys think? Just comment down below. Was this a pickup for you? Are you into G.I. Joe? Do you like this figure? And if you do like this character, this is a pickup. So if you could, just do the usual, the like and subscribe and all that kind of good stuff. We are going to try to keep inching our way up with subscribers, kind of moving us on up the chain there. I think it'd be kind of cool to kind of get this channel to where we possibly at some point could get like monetization. That's kind of like something we've thought about, just to be able to keep doing this. And so I like action figures. My son, my middle son, he likes action figures, so it kind of comes in handy and helps out. So but that's it, guys. Y'all have a good one. It's been a quick weekend again as usual, so I'll see y'all later.